people are curious about what happens in a quantum shamanic session with MiraMichelle. So I decided to answer this question for you. What happens during a session? Yeah. First, we get in the present moment. So it's myself and the client, sometimes two clients, sometimes a couple. And the moments begin to open. And what does that mean? The moments begin to open. Is that less concepts are present with us. And we get more here and now in the room, connected. Everything slows down, right? And then what happens is we can feel ourselves more. Actually feel when we think, because a lot of times we have a gap between thinking and feeling. We think, and then we start to do, and then somehow the feeling catches up. You go, oh, wait a minute, stop everything. I don't even actually know if I want to do this or not. That's quite common in our society. So in the room, we began to slow down, and begin to feel. Feeling and healing are linked together. To actually heal, we need to feel what's happening here. So that's the first big step of a session. The work that I'm doing on the planet is to slow down and feel. Doesn't seem too complicated, does it? Sometimes it can be complicated. But in the moment, it becomes uncomplicated because you have a person here that is supporting you to open up the consciousness, because actually in the end, consciousness is the healer. So opening consciousness and opening what science would like to call the field of awareness, which is all around us, is one important step of the work here. Because I believe that most people come to another person for support, if you call them a shaman, a therapist, a psychologist, physiotherapist, if you're working on the body, working on the mind, working on the psyche. And that is to open the doors, to see the world from another perspective, right? And perspective is a power, right? Perspective actually creates our whole world. So working with perspective, working with the body, and working with the mind and the patterns of the mind is what happens in these sessions. But there's a whole nother layer, and that layer is seeing what shamans do so well, or can perhaps do so well, is to see beyond the veil, is to see what is not usually seen. And that there was an impulse, that there what you just saw my body move to, is what I call a shaman yes or no. For me, a shaman, I call it a shaman shake. It's not to be ingested. Okay, so these are some of the parts of how I begin to work with individuals that come in for sessions.